And joining us here at CPAC today is Gordon Chang, author of The Coming Collapse of China and so many other books. Gordon, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
So tell me a little bit about what you think the latest moves are with China. I know that's like a esoteric question, but there's so much going on.
Yeah, the most important thing is that China's preparing for war. Xi Jinping, the Chinese ruler, has appointed what's called his war cabinet. He did that in October. We also know that he's sponsoring the biggest military buildup since the Second World War. He's trying to sanction-proof his regime, and he's mobilizing China's civilians for war. We don't know what's inside his mind, but we do know what he's doing, and we're not preparing to defend ourselves with the urgency that is needed.
I think the question that a lot of people have is how do we extricate ourselves from China when we are so inextricably linked?
Yeah, that is difficult, but we started to see the maliciousness of the Chinese regime, at least common Americans, and I think we can have the bottom-up pressure. Also, the other thing is that Xi Jinping, because he believes in state enterprises, he doesn't believe in either Chinese private entrepreneurs or foreign investors. So he's doing things that are pushing American business and other foreign businesses out of China. And that means that has helped the decoupling process. But we need the political establishment to further that along, because we do have tools to encourage businesses to leave China.
So when you see political leaders out there who have policies towards China, who do you think is getting it right or close to it?
Oh, you're getting me in trouble now. Well, I will say that Mike Pompeo was a truly great Secretary of State because he understood the danger and he was working for a president who understood that it was America first, not China first. We have had for decades an American political foreign policy establishments who have thought that it was important for us to support the Communist Party in China. And Trump broke that, and Pompeo certainly did a lot to further that. But we also have others, and they're on both sides of the aisle. You have Chuck Schumer, who for a very long time has been warning the public about China. So there is, I believe now, especially with the spy balloon incident and with others, COVID-19, there's a growing awareness that we absolutely got to do something. We won't move fast enough, but we are moving in the right direction.
And what role does Taiwan play at this point? How concerned do we need to be?
We need to be absolutely concerned because right now Xi Jinping has made it a test of personal legitimacy to annex Taiwan during his rule. He calls it the new era. But also, China's engaged in very dangerous flying in international airspace, dangerous seamanship in the South China Sea and in other peripheral waters. And that means one of those incidents could trigger history's next great war. We need to be prepared right now because of what the Chinese, in fact, are doing.
One last thing to bring it to a practical matter. Are these just decisions that need to be made by top down, or what can regular American citizens do?
Regular Americans can do a number of things. So, for instance, everyday purchasing decisions are important. So when you're about to buy something, if you have a choice, don't buy something from China. Tell your broker to sell mutual funds that include Chinese stocks. And Senator Rick Scott of Florida has a proposal to require COOL, that's country of origin labeling. That means websites have to tell us where all this stuff comes from. So these are things that we can do. You know, with everyday purchasing decisions, we can help chip away at all of this support that we've been giving China.
Well, I appreciate those practical steps that people can take in this difficult time. And Gordon, you're fantastic. You always give us great perspective, and you're always forward thinking on what is happening with China. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah,
thank you.